muscle. That's where that protein come in and some working out activity. So yeah, kind of like a little foot, but still 3 pounds gone. So still losing, but gotta get that muscle going. Gotta get that muscles going. I tell you, I could eat chicken every day. Chicken is my highest thing in protein, so I might have to just go ahead and do it. The chicken don't cost that much anyway, but I love chicken. So yeah. Anyway, this week will be a better week. The next 7 days will be a better 7 days. I got to get in my room and dance so I make it to that gym. All right, guys. Well, yeah. So here we go. Guys, all right. I'm back. I'm back. I found some time to go and look up some more stuff on what the keto diet is. So I've had people ask me about the keto diet. So let me go ahead and break it down to you guys the best I can. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, guys. Now, some of you know I started the keto diet. Actually, today will make 16 days, I believe. And so far, I've lost 11 pounds. So I've lost 11 pounds, but at the same time, I've lost a little bit of muscle, which you'll hear in the next part of this clip. So, yeah. What is the keto diet? The ketogenic diet is basically it's a high fat, adequate protein, and it's a low carb diet. Now, what this diet does, the keto diet, it forces the body to burn fats rather than to burn carbohydrates, which is what you get in unhealthy food like starches. Also, what is the ketogenic diet is the keto diet for short is the goal is to get more calories from proteins and fats than carbs. That's the main goal. It works. What it does, it works by depleting your body of its sugars, and also what it does, um, what happens is we have stored sugar. We have sugar that is stored. So what it does, it helps us to work by depleting that. So what it will first do, it'll start breaking down your protein and using that fat from the protein for energy. So what that energy is going to do is cause you to become into a fat burning machine. That's basically what it's going to start doing. It's going to cause the ketosis um, to lay in weight to help you to gain weight loss. That's what that's going to do. Now, a lot of people ask the question, are there going to be side effects? So in the beginning, I'll tell you like I tell anybody else, when we first start eating and we get all big and fat or whatever you want to call it, um, we get side effects from fat. We get side effects from eating unhealthy. And let me just name a few. We get high blood pressure. We get heart disease. We get cancer. We get sugar diabetes. So there's different things that we get from eating unhealthy foods, like eating out all the time, eating processed food, eating a lot of starch foods that we've been eating like that for a long time before we realize that now we're on all these different medications. And so now we got to try to fix that. So with keto, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fix that problem. Some of the side effects that you get once you start on the keto diet. Remember, your body has to go through some changes because now your body's going to probably be like, what the heck is going on? So some of the side effects that we get from being on ketosis, once the body is in ketosis is what you're going to go in, which means when it starts burning fat instead of glucose, that means that the keto diet is working. And in the beginning, when you first start keto diet, it may feel like you have what they call the keto flu. And the way that you'll know that you have the keto flu is that you'll start having maybe a little headache, maybe some weaknesses, maybe some irritabilities, even maybe some constipation or nausea or vomiting. But all this is because your body is getting rid of those things that we had in our bodies for so long that now that our body is fighting to get rid of all this stuff, now your body is fighting you, saying, no, I don't want to get rid of it. I want to keep these carbs and these starches that you've been eating and feeding me, and I want to keep this going on in my body. So now I'm going to give you a fight. So, but it only lasts for a few days, no longer than, I'd say it lasted for me maybe 3 to 4 days. I went through it, but I knew then that change was coming, and that's a good way to know that you're going in the right direction. So yeah, those are some of the things. Now, also with anything, you have your pros and you have your cons. Um, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. Like with the pros and cons, you have, let me just tell you, the high amount of fats that you get in the keto diet, what they do, they minimize carb cravings. So You get your good fats, and I'll talk to you more about that in just a little bit, about where you get your good fats, where you get those fats from, and how they can start minimizing those carb cravings that you be having, because you're gonna have them. It's all part of a natural effect, honey. I didn't get like this overnight. I got like this over years. But the keto diet, like I said, will minimize those crave carvings and provide steady energy. When you start eating the way the keto diet sets up for you, you will start getting energy that you probably thought you never had. Yes, indeed. And you'll not get it for a little bit, but you'll get it for hours. And not only that, being if you follow the keto diet correctly, your hunger will begin to be kind of suppressed. It'll get suppressed, but even if you get a little hungry, I'll tell you about the keto snacks that you can eat. But let me tell you, like me, I have high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure, I have high cholesterol. On the ketogenic diet, what happens is that this will even begin to lower your cholesterol, because you're not eating all that stuff that gives you high cholesterol. Um, Another thing, eating the fat from the foods we're going to talk about, it increases your blood levels of what's called HDL. And the higher your levels of HDL, the lower your risk of heart disease. So some things that you get from the fats that we're going to be talking about can decrease heart disease. People think like, you want me to eat all that, and I'm going to have heart problems, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. But if you follow the ketogenic diet, the keto diet, in the correct way, you have a great deal of decrease of heart disease. So let me just talk to you about some of the keto friendly foods that I'm learning to eat and enjoy and like. And there are many ways you can cook it. There are so many thousands of recipes on Pinterest, Facebook. Join some keto friendly groups, like I talked about in another one of my videos when I was in transition, which I'll link that down in the bottom in the description bar. But salmon, if you like fish, like I never ate salmon. Well, I've eaten it before, but I never have eaten it like I eat it now. Salmon is really a keto friendly fish. Salmon is full of good fats that we need, and also omega 3. Just letting you know, salmon will become your best friend. There is other fish out there that is also keto friendly, like you got tuna, you got cod. I didn't even know cod was keto friendly, but cod, COD, is also good of good fats, and tuna, good for good fats. Also, with salmon, you get your B vitamins, your potassium. We need potassium because we lose a lot of things when we don't eat in the ketogenic diet. You gotta kind of just find out, look up stuff, do homework, look up the food and see what has potassium in it, what has magnesium in it. We need some of those things. But in salmon, you can get that, but it's carb free. Okay, you can eat that, and it's good eating. You hear what I'm saying? It's good eating. So another fish that we also have is mackerel, and I love mackerel. My mom used to make salmon croquette out of canned mackerel. Mm, mm, mm. But at the time, you didn't know that it was full of good fats. Sardines and olive oil is a good one. Sardines is good for you. They have all kind of little fish kippings, I think they're called. But anyway, reading ingredients is a major part. So you definitely want to look up ingredients. I'm going to try to put a label up here and try to circle it, just so you guys can see what it is that you need to look for. The thing that you're trying to do when it comes to good fish, you want to at least aim to consume at least 2 servings of seafood weekly. You definitely want to go for your fish. If you're a fish eater like I am, you definitely want to go for your fish. So let's talk about the low carb vegetables, because I want you guys to know that vegetables do carry carbs. And on the ketogenic diet, there are certain vegetables that we just eliminate, that we just do not eat. And the reason why is because some of them carry a lot of sugar, like carrots, like corn, potatoes. They carry a lot of sugar, and we don't even know that sugar. What happens is when we eat that sugar, it stores up fat, and then before you know it, you're wondering why you're not losing weight, and where's this coming from? It comes from some of your vegetables. So some of the low carb vegetables, the non-starchy vegetables that are low in calories and carbs, but high in nutrients, are the vegetables that we want. And also other plants that contain fiber. Oh my God. I tell you, your girl be, yeah, you already know. Yeah, there it is. So anyway, but in with the keto diet, you want to definitely get plants that contain fiber, which your body doesn't digest and absorb like other carbs. So fiber Guys, why do we need fiber? We need fiber so that we can go to the bathroom. Come on, let's just keep it real. So we need fiber. We need this fiber. People look for high fiber, and other than that, you're taking you some type of a supplement to keep you regulated. You know, really after every meal, you're supposed to have a bowel movement. I know that may not sound pleasing, but it's real, and it's something that we need to do. We need to eliminate the food that we eat so that our colons cannot be stored up with all that junk, which we do. When you eat all that fast food, you not know that some of that stuff just sits in your colon for weeks and months, especially when it comes to steaks, pork chops, things like that nature. It just sits in your colon. So anyway, let's look at the digestible. Let's talk about the digestible carb count, which is the total carb count. Okay, I just learned this by doing study, by reading and learning. I always kept hearing people talk about net carbs, net carb, net carbs. I'm like, what is net carbs? So net carbs is this. When you look on the back of a label, it's going to say how many carbs are in a count, carbohydrates. Okay, that is your total count. And then it also tells you how much you get per serving. Okay, so say if you have something and it has your carbohydrates and then it has fiber. So in the fiber, say, okay, say the carbohydrates say four, say the carbohydrates say 15 carbohydrates, and then it goes down and says fiber. So say if it says fiber and it says it has 5 grams of fiber in there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna minus that 5 grams from the 15 carbohydrates, and your net count for carbs is going to be 10. You're going to minus that carbohydrates, and I'm still learning of why that is. I'm assuming it's because we're going to eliminate those fibers, because when we go to the bathroom, which is what fiber does, we're going to eliminate that so that it's not counted. So that is why it's called net carbs. So if you hear someone says get your net count, do your net carbs, that's what they're talking about. So let me tell you, I want also to I'm giving y'all what I have been learning and studying and writing. I'm reading from my notes because I did this last night, because I had a few people on Facebook who asked me, what is the ketogenic diet? And I told them I would make a video. So here's the video. I hope I'm explaining this well to you guys, especially to Mika. I hope you're watching this video. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. And baby girl, I will get it to you. All right. So the next thing, also, and also you too, Zelda. You also have put out on the Facebook what is the ketogenic diet. So now I'm going to break it down to you guys. So now let me tell y'all. It says now consuming 1 serving of starchy vegetable like potatoes, yams. I know we hitting places in your potatoes. I know y'all like them sweet potatoes and them yams, and French fries and baked potatoes. I know because I love that stuff too. But I can do without it. And I like beets. I thought beets was healthy, but beets also is a starchy vegetable. So anyway, it's saying that yams or beets could put you over your entire carb count. So my carb count per meal is 20. I mean, it's 5. That's my carb count per meal. 5 carbs per meal. That's my carb count. Now, if I consume a potato or some yams, so like I was saying, yeah, those could throw you over your carb count. But let's talk about just some of the vegetables that you can eat that have carbs in it, but are low in carbs. Okay, so vegetables like kale. I've never eaten kale before, but I'm willing to try. I love broccoli. I love cauliflower. I love greens. I love green beans. Basically, your green foods. And the only one that I know that is white is your cauliflower, your green zucchini. I think zucchini is one. I'm gonna have to look that up just to make sure. Bell peppers. These type of foods. And the best thing that you can do, if you don't know, do like I do, baby. Google is my best friend when it comes to food. So I just wanted you guys, yeah, I know zucchini is one because, guys, when you want spaghetti, I don't know if you ever use the zucchini, that's spiral zucchini. You can substitute that for spaghetti. And you can eat meat. You can eat ground beef. They tell you to eat the kind of ground beef that's grass fed. And I found out that grass fed ground beef doesn't really cost that much. I really don't like the taste of it. Give me the regular ground beef. It's got plenty of fats in it. But they broke it down to me like this. Grass fed is cows that have eaten grass, because some cows are fed different types of food. I don't know. And they're shot up with antibiotics. So, you gotta look for that type of stuff. So, yeah, so that's why grass fed is better, because you're not taking the chance of the antibiotics and everything else they shoot up in these animals. So, yeah. So, anyway, when it comes to meat, there you go. Um, let's see. And another thing, one of the things that we eat a lot of in my home is cauliflower. Cauliflower substitutes mashed potatoes, um, stir fried cauliflower, rice. It is a big substitute. You can make bread from it. It's all kind of stuff. You just got to be willing to look up stuff and just not be in a box. Get out the box. Let's get out the box. So anyway, I'm almost done here, and then I'm gonna come back and talk to you guys about some more stuff in a second part of the video. But I don't want to make this video too long. So now we've talked about that. Low carb veggies, they make great substitute for higher carb food. Just to let you know, they make a great substitute, and they taste really good, y'all. I ain't even playing with you. I'm a soul food sister, but these vegetables and things, the way these meals be getting down in our kitchen, it's really good. Reading your labels is very, very important. Watch your sugar intake. Try to do at least 1 gram of sugar at the most, and then look for your high fat content, but be moderate in your content. We'll talk about that in another video. Another great thing that you're going to want to have on hand, and I'm going to name these three, is cheese. Cheese is high in fat. Butter is high in fat. Olive oil is high in fat. And one of the most important thing, avocado. There's so much I can go on and on. Bacon. These things are high in fat, and pretty much it can be made with any meal. So yeah, so that's what the keto diet, that's just a part of the summer. This is just part one of what the ketogenic diet is. I'll tell you guys, the first week we lost 8 pounds, which was water weight, I assume, but it still came off. Hey, you did went to the restroom a lot, pee, went to pee. Been having, cleansing my system. It helps you, but I'm still learning every day. And as I learn, I will definitely share with you guys. Yeah, we're gonna get into the recipes starting next week. I believe I'm gonna start doing recipes or either cooking videos just to show you guys what the meals are like. Snacks, we're gonna talk about snacks. I can't put it all in this one video, but therefore this is what the ketogenic diet is. So I hope this helped you guys. It's somewhat. Drop the questions down below if you want to know any other questions. Your girl is so happy. When I weighed in today, I had lost 3 more pounds. So that's 9, 10, 11 pounds in 14 days. I am just so ecstatic. I'm happy and cannot wait to see how much more weight. My goal is to get to 250. I am at 305 right now. So I'm on my way there. So make sure you give this video, please, a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought about the video, any other questions. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, what you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys once again. I love you, and you have a blessed keto-friendly day. All right, guys. Bye.